welcome back to our channel. We're about to get into this Ruth's Chris stuffed chicken breast recipe. We're gonna condense it a little bit here and make it real quick for y'all. This recipe is super simple, super easy, and super delicious. When I make this recipe, I usually just pair it with salad because it's so filling. You can also go ahead and pair it with some delicious mashed potatoes. This recipe is perfect for a date night, perfect for a dinner party, large event, a holiday. It's just a very nice, fancy dish that's really simple, but it'll seem like, girl, you did your thing when you hosted this event. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the ingredients, which are an 8-ounce pack of cream cheese, 1 cup sharp shredded cheddar cheese, 1 pack of dry Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning, a half a teaspoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder to taste. And I use paprika for color because the only difference between my recipe and Ruth's Chris actual recipe is that they use bone-in, skin-on chicken breast. Okay, I have made the recipe that way. It takes a little bit longer. So this is the way that I make it, and it's just easier, but it gives you that same great taste. Okay, it'll help to have your cream cheese sitting out a few hours before you're ready to go ahead and stuff your chicken breast. What I was experiencing was not sitting my cream cheese out. I had just taken it out of the refrigerator and it wasn't soft enough, so I had to keep changing mechanisms on how I was gonna get it mixed up. Really important, we want to make sure that our pocket is an actual pocket. If you just slice it across the chicken, your filling isn't gonna hold inside of the chicken like we really want it to. Okay, so you want to make sure you're cutting deep down into the inside. Think of it as like you're cutting your chicken to feel like an envelope where you can just go ahead and pack it. The consistency of the cream cheese and everything all mixed up together really does help. When I've made other stuffed chicken or salmon dishes, depending on the ingredients, the stuffing just continues to fall out, and it just, I don't know. This one is easier though because the cream cheese helps it stick together. The reason why I said you want to go ahead and salt it to taste is because a lot of the other ingredients that we're using contain salt. Okay, so you just want to be very careful. Although chicken breast is very thick and we don't want it to be bland, we also want to keep in mind that we've stuffed it with a lot of things that contain salt, like that Hidden Valley Ranch packet and also that Worcestershire sauce, and also we've cut our chicken in half so it isn't as thick as it normally would be, so we don't want to over salt it. Okay, you want to go ahead and cook your chicken for 30 minutes at a temperature of 450 degrees. Okay, if you're using a thermometer, you want to cook your chicken until it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees, and just go ahead and keep watching it. Make sure it doesn't dry out or overcook. I sometimes like to cook mine low and slow. When I have time, I will go ahead and put this recipe in the oven on like 300 or 250 for a minute, like an hour and a half or so, and it comes out really tender, and the top skin is always that dark crispy consistency that I like. What helps that crispy consistency, because we do not have the skin on like the restaurant does, is placing a few pads of butter on the top of your chicken along with that paprika and those other seasonings, and it's gonna make for a very nice crunch, and you won't even notice that you're missing the skin or the bone in. Okay, and if you want that same feeling without having to cook the bone in skin on, you can cook it low and slow like I opt to do most of the time. All right, that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. We appreciate you all for coming back to our channel each and every time. Go ahead and make y'all some Ruth's Chris stuffed chicken breast, and y'all already know we'll always be back in the next one.
You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you go? Oh, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like a Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you feel seductive in this heat touch. I needed to distance myself from you. Oh, just to know you want you. So come close, won't you? Won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? With your head